This is a review of the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. Topics that will be covered in this video. First off, the display, the features, the camera, a comparison with the camera, software, accessories that you can get with the phone, and the specs overall. The first thing you notice when someone is using the S8 Plus is the screen, because of the sheer size and the lack of bezels. Bezels are the black bars on the top, bottom, and sides of the phone, and usually hold sensors, cameras, speakers, microphones, and home buttons. Something odd with the S8 though is the aspect ratio. It is an 18.5 to 9 ratio. This means that the screen is taller than it is wide compared to other phones. The average phone and TV usually has a 16 by 9 aspect ratio. This means that some apps don't fit the phone properly yet. But when they do, it covers the whole screen and it almost gives it a futuristic feel. Most modern smartphones usually use LED or OLED displays. Samsung uses OLED for most of their phones. When using an OLED screen, you can expect more vibrant colors, darker blacks, and less battery consumption. It is rumored that the next iPhone will actually have an OLED screen. And when I say darker blacks, I mean that the pixels on the phone are completely black. The screen itself is 6.2 inches from corner to corner and has a quad HD display. This means that the phone can have a higher resolution. You can actually turn this phone all the way up to 4K, but as default it is set to Full HD Plus, which is 2220 pixels by 1080. The reasoning for this is to save battery life, and it's just not practical yet for people to use 4K on a daily basis. Alright, starting off with the features of this phone. First off, we have Bixby, which has its own dedicated button right under the volume rocker. All Bixby is Samsung's version of Google Assistant. With Bixby, you can have a quick look at the weather, your favorite sports team, or your favorite apps. These panels are called cards, and Samsung will set some up for you to start off. One of these cards is the fitness app. You can keep track of how many steps you take in a day, how much calories you eat, your blood pressure, and many other things, all in this app. As you can see, I have a 6,000 step goal, and I pre-recorded the voice, so I don't know how many steps I have. One cool thing with the fitness app, I think, is the heartbeat reader. You just put your finger on the back right under the flash, and it just reads your heart rate. The next feature is wireless charging. This comes in handy, especially in the middle of the night if you've ever tried to plug your cord in. You can simply just place the phone on top and it'll start charging. Personally, I do not use the wireless charging that often because I don't find it that reliable, and also it doesn't charge as quickly as my normal cable. And on top of that, you have to buy it separately. It does not come with the phone itself. Something that I do use on this phone that is a feature every single day is the expandable storage option. I have a micro SD card in my phone at all times, and I can keep my videos, music, and other files in there. This is very useful when I record something on my phone and I want to edit it on the computer. I can just pop the SD card out and put it into the reader and start editing right away. Next feature is Bluetooth 5.0. You can connect to multiple devices and change the volume on each of them, unlike Bluetooth 4.0 where you can only connect to a single device. I have not tried this out much yet, but it seems promising and I will have to soon. The previous Galaxy had a fingerprint reader on the home button, but this phone doesn't have a home button. It has an on-screen home button, back button, and multitasking button. They have relocated the fingerprint sensor to the back of the phone. This takes some getting used to at first, but eventually you'll get the hang of it. I still like the home button better than the on-screen button myself.